Good morning. Miss Laura here from BPL for weekly story time. It's kind of a sleepy, rainy day, isn't it? I'm going to read about rain today, but let's sing our hello song first. Hello, how are you? Hello, how are you? Hello, how are you? How are you today? I am sleepy. Big yawn, big stretch. I got some fun books about rain today. We get a lot of rain in the springtime, don't we? This book is by Lucy Cousins. Lucy Cousins is also the author of books about Maisie. But this one's about Ducky. Splish, splash, Ducky. Hello, I am Ducky Duckling. When I'm feeling happy, I say quack, quack, quack. Can you say that? When I'm feeling happy, I say quack, quack, quack. Oh, goody, hooray! It's raining today. I'm going to find my friends to play. Quack, quack, quack. Drip, drip, drop. I hop with frog. Quack, quack, quack. I like to squirm with wiggly worm. Quack, quack, quack. A hug for bug and a hug for slug. Quack, quack, quack. Into the pond to play with the swans. Quack, quack, quack. Splash, splish, I swim with fish. Quack, quack, quack. We shake our feathers in the rainy weather. Quack, quack, quack. Drip, drop, plip, plop. Rain is funny on your tummy. Quack, quack, quack. Squeak, squeak, hide and seek. Quack, quack, quack. Oh no, the rain has stopped. No more drips. No more drops. No more quacking. I'm feeling sad. I think I'll go to see my dad. Cheer up, Ducky. Here comes the sun. Look at the butterflies having fun. We'll quack together, whatever the weather. Hop on my back and quack, quack, quack. So some animals like to play out in the rain. Some not so much, right? Why don't we sing about the 5 little ducks? Ready? 5 little ducks went out today over the hills and far away. Mama duck called quack, 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 quack. Only 4 little ducks came back. 4 little ducks went out today over the hills and far away. Mommy duck called quack, 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 quack. Only 3 little ducks came back. 3 little ducks went out one day over the hills and far away. Mama duck called quack, 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 quack. Only 2 little ducks came back. 2 little ducks went out today over the hills and far away. Mama duck called quack, 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 quack. Only 1 little duck came back. 1 little duck went out today over the hills and far away. Mama duck called quack, 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 quack. No little ducks came back. No little ducks came back today from over the hills and far away. Mama duck called quack, 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 quack. Quack, 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 quack. And all 5 ducks came waddling back. All right. Here is a story about Bruce. We've got some other books about Bruce the bear. He's a good bear. He just doesn't like being around a lot of other people or animals. I feel like that sometimes. Do you? This is by Ryan T. Higgins, Bruce's Big Storm. Bruce was a bear who did not like neighbors. Neighbors were loud. Vroom, vroom. Hey, Bruce, want to ride? They were always interrupting and persisting and pestering. You want a brownie? You want to play frying pan ball? Worse still, neighbors lived all over Bruce's neighborhood. Hi, neighbor. Do you have any robotic laser cutters I could borrow? Bruce's neighbors were always coming and going, but at least none of them stayed very long until the day of the big storm. Soggy Hollow's weather today will have rain that is very wet and wind that is very windy. That's what the TV says. Sorry to be a bother, but can we please stay here during the storm? Bruce did not want visitors. He wanted to wait out the storm in peace and quiet. But not everyone felt that way. Big storms are less scary when you're together. Let's invite everyone to play games in our pajamas. I love pajama parties, and we don't even have pajamas. As the rain started to fall and the winds got windier, more and more animals began to arrive. Finally, look at that. The whole neighborhood was there. Wait, said Rupert. Someone is still outside. Everyone went to the windows to look. Bruce said, There was a little bunny out in the storm. Someone has to save her, shouted Thistle. Said Bruce. I'm on my way, said Nibs as he ran out the door. But the big storm was too much for that mouse, and in his hurry, Nibs got a little carried away. Oh, look, I can see my house from here. Nibs's rescue mission was not going as planned. I'm here to rescue you, but I need help down first. Swoosh! It's okay. This is all part of my plan. They needed a little more help. Bruce, you came to save us. You took my favorite umbrella. Maybe we need a new plan. Everyone had to pitch in, and together they pulled the bunny, the mouse, and the grumpy old bear back to safety along with the umbrella. It had been quite an adventure. Here, everyone, take one of Bruce's clean towels. Bruce did not like adventures. But while the storm raged on outside, Bruce's visitors, cozy and warm, played games to pass the time. Bruce did not like games. Duck, duck, Bruce, you're it. Then one last guest arrived. Crash! It was a great big oak tree, and it didn't even knock. Battle stations! Bring me a chainsaw. I'm allergic to acorns. Squeak! They were all okay, but the house was not. I think the roof might have a leak. Still, everyone found a safe, dry corner to spend the night. Come morning, Bruce's house didn't look so great. Soon Bruce's neighbors went back to their own homes, leaving Bruce behind to grumble in the rubble. But not for long. Tap, 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 tap. Now what? All of Soggy Hollow, every neighbor, came back to lend a hand, a hoof, a paw, or a wing to help Bruce rebuild. Over time, Bruce's house was put back together even better than before. We call this addition the Rumpus Room. It's for rumpusing. It became a popular place in Soggy Hollow for all the neighbors to gather and have fun. Bruce did not like fun, and he still did not like neighbors. But they sure liked him. You've been elected to be our den mother. Like I said, we've got other books about Bruce here at the library, if you're interested in coming and reading those or checking them out. My next book is called The Puddle. What do you do when you see a big puddle? This was written by David McPhail. It was a rainy day. I asked my mom if I could go out and sail my boat in the puddles. She said, "Okay, but you stay out of the puddles." I got dressed in my rain boots and coat. And I went to sail my boat in the largest puddle I could find. A frog came along and sat down beside me. "Ribbit, nice boat," he said. Then he jumped onto my boat and sailed away. "Come back," I called, but he wouldn't listen. A turtle floated by. "Tea time," said the turtle. "Care to join me?" "I can't," I said. "I need to get my boat back. Besides, I'm not allowed to go in puddles." But the frog steered my boat right into the turtle. Crash! The frog laughed. He thought it was funny. The turtle didn't think it was funny at all. She was angry. Then an alligator offered to help. "Want me to get your boat back for you?" he asked. "Really, that would be great," I said. So the alligator swam out to take my boat away from the frog. And he did. But the boat looked different than it did before. "Sorry," he said. "Don't worry about it," I told him. Next, a pig wanted to swim in the puddle. He took a running start, jumped in, and splashed me. "My mom's not going to like this," I yelled to the pig. Before long, who showed up but a thirsty elephant? She drank and drank until the puddle was nearly gone. The other animals were upset with the elephant. "Put back the water," they shouted. So she did. She left, and when the sun started to come out, the other animals left too. Then the sun dried up the rest of the puddle. I took my boat home. When I got there, my mom had a hot bath waiting for me. "Can I bring my boat?" I asked her. "Of course," she said. And I did. The end. Let's sing the raindrop song. We'll just sing the raindrop part. We don't want to sing about snowflakes and stuff. Maybe the raindrops and the sunbeams. If all of the raindrops were lemon drops and gumdrops, oh, what a rain that would be. I'd stand outside with my mouth open wide, going, ah, 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 If all of the raindrops were lemon drops and gumdrops, oh, what a rain that would be. If all of the sunbeams were lemonade and ice cream, oh, what a sun that would be. I would stand outside with my mouth open wide, going, ah, 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 ah. If all of the sunbeams were lemonade and ice cream, oh, what a sun that would be. And rain does bring mosquitoes sometimes. If all those mosquitoes were nacho Doritos, oh, what a world that would be. I'd stand outside with my mouth open wide, going, ah, 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 ah. If all the mosquitoes were nacho Doritos, oh, what a world that would be. All right. All right, I have one more story. This one's really fun. It has a lot of words and a lot of rhyming, which is always fun to read. Priscilla and the Splish Splash Surprise. By Nathaniel Hobby and Jocelyn Hobby. Okay. As we all know, the sky above us is blue. But wait just a minute, that's not always true. Sometimes I've noticed it, and I'm sure you have too. The sky turns a purple, green, brownish, gray hue. And that's just how things were looking today on that planet of Priscilla's so far away. For Priscilla, in fact, there'd been no blue for days. It started last week with a yellowish haze. Each day the sky darkened. It thickened like soup, and finally the whole sky just seemed to droop. The first raindrop fell, then the second and third, then the clouds opened up, and rain was the word. It came down in buckets, it came down in sheets. Rain flowed like rivers through backyards and streets. The fish thought it grand, and the frogs sang with glee, and the ducks' kooky quacking seemed quite to agree. Well, Priscilla is neither a fish nor a duck. By her way of thinking, this rain was bad luck. But bad luck aside, Priscilla's no poop. She belongs to the do-what-you-gotta-do group. She passed a few hours reading in bed, did somersaults, backbends, and stood on her head. She made up a language to teach to her doll, but Sally couldn't learn, her brain was too small. Instead, they had tea, but the water got cold. The crumpets were crusty, the jam had a mold. Now this one may stretch the bounds of belief, but Priscilla thought chores might bring some relief. She watered the plants and fed her pet fishes. She swept out the dust balls and did all the dishes. She fluffed up the pillows, then flopped to the floor. Oh, bonkers, she cried. This rain is a bore. It rained all that day and the day after that. It kept coming hard. This was no pitter-pat. By the third day, Priscilla was in quite a stew, spinning in circles. Cabin fever, beaucoup. Egads, she groaned, grabbing fistfuls of hair. All this rotten rain is really no fair. 1 day of rain, 1 day would be fine, but 3 days, she fumed. That's way out of line. Sometimes a problem can seem overly large, but you know Priscilla, she likes to take charge. I've got it, she cried. I know just what we need. A rain-stopping dance is the way to proceed. In 5 minutes flat, perhaps even quicker, Priscilla pulled on her rain boots and slicker. Then, in just 1, maybe 2 minutes more, that girl was careening headlong out the door. The rain, it was thrashing like waves on the sea. But did that stop Priscilla? Not her, no siree. In fact, if you saw how she stomped, splashed, and spun, you might have supposed she was having some fun. Then all of a sudden she stopped, still as stone. It's that funny feeling. I'm not alone. At the end of the yard, something did stir. A pair of eyes flashed. They were looking at her. Trying hard to ignore her wobbling knees, she whispered, "Who's there? Answer me, please." A voice called out from the edge of the wood, "Just having a look. Your dance is quite good." Thought Priscilla. I shouldn't feel scared, so she crept toward the woods as close as she dared. "Who are you?" she asked. "I wish I could see. Perhaps we could even be friends, you and me." "Friends?" the voice giggled. "Friends, yes indeed. I like your rain dance. So we're friends, it's agreed." And then through the leaves a pink face peeked out. "Oh," gasped Priscilla, "you're a pixie, no doubt." The pixie, "Oh, yes, I'm a pixie. Posy's my name. The land of primrose is the land whence I came." The pixie then curtsied right there in midair, and Priscilla, astonished, did nothing but stare. "You're funny," laughed Posy in a perfect plie. "I mean that, of course, in a wonderful way. When storm clouds roll in, most people complain. I was glad to see someone enjoying the rain." Well, Priscilla was trying to gather her wits. "But Posy," she pleaded, "this rain is the pits. I didn't come out to have fun, not a chance. I came out to do a rain-stopping dance." My," replied Posy, full of concern. "I see you still have a few things to learn." Then Posy, that pixie, swooped back to the wood. "Wait!" cried Priscilla, cinching her hood. "I'm sorry," she called. "I don't mean to be rude." "Come back, please come back, little pixie," she wooed. Priscilla scrunched up her face and stared at her shoe. Then it was clear there was only one thing to do. The forest was glowing a radiant green. Every plant glistened with a sparkling sheen. Raindrops were clinging to leaflets like jewels, and all was reflected in shimmering pools. Then once again that pixie appeared, whirling and twirling. "Oh, goody," she cheered. "I knew you were special. Just follow me. There are so many things I want you to see." "Look here," Posy called. "The funk funnel vine. The smell isn't great, but the funneling's divine. And the bob-along beagle. No, not a beagle. The bob-along beetle. The umbrella flower. The muck mover mole has come out for his shower. Just get a gander at the great gargling crane. All of these creatures, they live for the rain." "Yes," laughed Priscilla, "I can see that it's true. They all look so happy. I'm feeling it too." The rain used to seem such a dreary old bore. I understand now it's about so much more. There are worlds within worlds, an endless array. Look closer and you'll see things in a new way. To Priscilla, it seemed something new had begun. Then the clouds opened up and out burst the sun. The end. So I wanted to tell you that we don't have a take-home craft. We may have some jelly bean take-home crafts left, but for this week it's National Tell a Story Day. So we have a Facebook post up encouraging you, with your parents' help, to make a video of yourself telling a 1-minute story. A story you already know or a story you've made up, and post it in the comments. We would love to hear your story. I will see you next week. Bye-bye.